Hey people, how's it going? I'm going to take the hair down. Listen, honest to God. Oh, God. I'm going to a friend's house now. I just said to him, like, I'm drunk. God, I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm going to Berlin tomorrow. And then I'm going to Dublin on Tuesday. So I hope to meet Searching for Mark B and 47XX again, and a few other people, and maybe we should just all meet up together, actually, you know. And but I'm absolutely drunk. Still drinking this beer, and I've still got this beer, but I'm going to bring this beer to the friend's house. And yeah, it's a mad life. It's a mad life. All I can say to people is, in my drunkenness here, is, you know, you've got to do what you want to do in life. If you don't, if you're not doing that, if you're a slave to somebody else, forget about it. Just quit. I know it's easier said than done, but actually, when you're doing it, it's easier doing it than talking about it or thinking about doing it, if you can get that point. You know, all is possible. I just given white wine to my flatmate and her two friends, boyfriend and another friend, because I don't need the drink that's in this room. There's drink in here. Okay, fair enough, there actually isn't drink anymore in here. I've given the wine away and I'm drinking the beer, the rest of the beer. I would love to party with you know, the people that are watching me. I mean, I'm shocked that people do watch my videos. I think to myself sometimes, like, Jesus, are you desperate, people, to be watching my stuff? But I know that you like watching reality, and I am being as real as possible, always. I don't lie, I don't bullshit. I have definitely got opinions that can be considered strange, that's true. But I can't explain in YouTube videos, because again, the magic moments are never recorded. I can't explain in YouTube videos how I end up having a life that I've had. I hope that I will continue to have the life that I've had for the next 10 years. That would be brilliant. But I've had a brilliant life, even off the testosterone. I mean, people who don't understand this business of somebody who is hormonally imbalanced just don't get the depth of the situation, you know, that I'm in, and that many people are in. You know, there are a lot of people out there who've got the same chromosomes as me, and a lot of people who don't have the same chromosomes as me, but we've got the same problems, same situations. I don't like to call problems, I like to call them situations. It's how you deal with your situation that makes it become a problem or not. So, yeah. Medusa, you were talking about orgies there. Like, you know, I've actually never had an orgy situation. I've had possibilities of a threesome with two girls and whatever, and I would be interested in, you know, being with one woman and another guy. I don't want to be with the guy myself, I don't want to touch the other guy myself, but I wouldn't mind me and the other guy, you know, pleasuring the woman. That's what I'd be into. And I know that I've said that I've got a gangbang somewhere, gangbang room. You know, I do. It's open for that. But I'm not really that sort of person to, you know, to pull out my genitals, you know, in a kind of a gangbang orgy situation, because I know I'll have the smallest genitals, yeah, and that will, you know, that'll be on my mind, you know, but, you know, I'm sure after a while it will be fine, because I'm not just using my genitals to pleasure a woman, but my genitals do very much work for pleasuring a woman, as I know, but not for every woman. I've slept with a lot of women, and you know, some of them are just magic in bed, and some of them are not magic in bed. And again, it takes two to tango, so sometimes I'm not magic in bed myself. but sometimes it's just magic sex. And last night I had closed sex. Oh God, it was really nice. And if my ex-girlfriend Lissy is watching, don't worry, don't worry too much. But at the end of the day, I am moving on now from my relationships. I'm, upwards and onwards. And this woman is fabulous, fucking fabulous. I am, like, we're kissing all the time, and we're basically doing porno in front of everybody in the party. Like, I mean, nothing with sex and penetration or anything, but people were like, take a hotel room, get a hotel room. And when it was mentioned at one point in the night of, like, I was like, God, I really like this woman or whatever. And then they said, like, well, we can see that, from what you're doing, in public, on the couch. And I was like, huh? What do you mean? And they were like, well, you're not just kissing. And I was like, yeah, but we're not feeling either. I mean, we are. We're all over each other. And normally I don't like scratching and biting and stuff like that kind of, what do they call it? What do they call it? Not H&M, what is it called? M&N or M&S or S&M, SM. Yeah, I'm not normally into that stuff, but Jesus, she did it in such a beautiful way that I'm just like, I'm absolutely falling in love altogether here. She's absolutely amazing. I mean, and you're all telling me that I look like shit. God, probably do look like shit. Yeah, but she's a babe. She's a babe. She's gorgeous all over the place. She's gorgeous. And I've liked her for a long time now. And finally it's happening. And it was just beautiful to be in her arms for so long last night. We get on really well. It's really nice. So and the thing about my look is that this look doesn't work in a lot of areas in the world. This look is seen upon as being, antisocial, hippie, fucked off his face sort of person. But where I live, everybody looks like this. Not everybody, but most people are alternative where I live, and that's why I like living here, because it's easy to be yourself. I've chosen a good place to be myself in. If I'd chosen other places like Ireland, I wouldn't have a life in Ireland. I wouldn't be able to be myself in Ireland. Too many conformists there. And there's nothing wrong with conforming if it suits you, but not conforming if it doesn't suit you. I don't like people who conform when they don't really feel that feeling of, that they feel themselves as they conform. I don't mind people, being themselves and being called conformists, because they're not conforming at that point. They're just being themselves. So I hope that makes sense, because often in my life I say something and I'm thinking to myself, did they get that point? Did they get what I was trying to say? And they don't always know what I want to say. I'm not the best explainer, especially of the testosterone. It's just a fact. I know, you see, from being on testosterone for all those years, the difference in me. When I was on testosterone, different story, different gav. And off testosterone, it's the different gav. I understand my different gav, but it's fucking weird. Like, nearly I wouldn't want to spend time with myself in this weirdness. When I'm on testosterone, then it's not weirdness, it's all cool. Everything's fine. People are like, oh, good vibe from this guy, blah, blah. And when I'm off testosterone, they're like, something weird, It's like dogs, dogs will bark and, like, even fuck with me, I'm normally brilliant with animals. Dogs, no problem. when I'm off the testosterone, dogs are a bit more, they feel it, they sense it, they sense that there's something going on, something else going on, and that's what it is about, XXYs in general, that there is definitely something else going on, and people get that, and they react to it in different ways, and if I really believe that, XXY hormonally imbalanced people, not males, attract negative much more, and they react to negative much more. They react to all sorts of things much more. They're hypersensitive, and I do believe that. Again, when is this going to become fact? Well, you never know. Maybe never. But it's certainly my opinion, and I have lots of opinions, and I mean well to everybody out there. I really fucking mean well. Okay, so ciao.